Hey hi guys, welcome to Automation Club, and let's continue on Protractor with Cucumber Framework. So in this video we will implement page object model in our Cucumber Framework. So page object model is very much important for any test automation framework because it is a design pattern and used in test automation to create a object repository for web UI elements. So basically we create repositories for a page library, and the main advantage of using it is like it reduces the code duplication and improves test maintenance. So that's why it is important for any test automation framework to implement a page object model. So instead of keeping the locators in step definition, we will create a page libraries, and for each page we will create separate file, and we'll keep the locators and elements in the separate page files. Okay, so let's do that. And for that, let me create a folder for page object. Page object. Okay, so inside it, for example, for this script, let me create two files so that we will create locators in two page libraries. So where I have created. Okay, so first will be home page. Suppose home page dot ts, first page library, and second one is add customer dot ts. We can create n number of page files based on the pages in an application. Okay, so in home page, so what we have, so in home page we will add two objects. One is for bank manager login and another is for customer login. Okay, let me show you. So this is the website, and once we come on home page, we are able to see two objects. One is customer login and another one is bank manager login. So we will create two objects. Okay, so on home page, so first we'll create a class home and two buttons, right? So button customer login, and return type will be element finder. So in Protractor, the return type of elements are element finder. Okay, the second button is manager login. So for button I just used prefixes btn. Okay, so manager login, and return type is element finder. And then you need to use constructor to initialize these variables or these elements. So this dot customer login equals, and so this is used for current class reference variable. Okay, so instead of giving the locators in step definition, we'll simply copy it and put it into page file. Okay, so for element it is showing error, so simply import it from Protractor. Element also you add by. So for manager login it is fine, for customer login just change it. Customer, I'm not bothering about the locators because we want to just understand the principles. Okay, so customer login and bank manager login. The second one is, once we click on bank manager, we get add customer, and then we get these details, right? So for this activity we will add in add customer file. Okay, so create another class add customer. Okay, give some different name, uh, add customer. Okay, and for add customer, what are the elements we do have? Simply copy that. First is add customer button, right? Or link. So add customer link, element finder is the return type, and then what else we have? So simply let me copy it, and then we will name accordingly. First one is this, and then we have first name last name. So copy it from here. So only copy till the locators. First name, and then next will be last name. What else we have? Postcode. So these are the elements on the page. We are keeping this in page library. So it makes easy to understand for a new person as well. Also it is important for maintaining purpose as well. Maintenance will become easy when we follow this page object model approach. So add customer, fine. Now first name element finder. Where is element finder? Okay, element finder, and then last name, then postcode, and what we have then? Add customer button. So all are having element finder as a return type. So add that. Okay, and then use constructor to initialize this by their locator values. So this dot add customer link, this dot first name, this dot last name, and this dot postcode. Then next what we have? This dot add customer button. Okay, so these five basically elements we have for add customer. Just replace it with their locators. Fine. Now we have added that, and for errors let me add element and by in import statement. Now error gone. Then what is remaining? Extra bracket. Okay. So showing one error. Let me see that. Okay, so one basis was not there. So we have added all the elements in uh, two files basically. One is homepage.ts and another one is addcustomer.ts. Okay, and one more thing we need to do. So here I have created class. So if you are working with JavaScript, you can simply create a function, and you can add the locators. Okay, and by using module.export you can use in some other script. Okay, so for export we need to export the class so that we can create object in some other file, means basically in our step definition file, and we can use these elements there. Simply do export here as well, and now in step definition you need to import it. Okay, so create object. So let object home. So we are having two pages, right? So we will create two objects for respective pages. New home, okay, and then for add customer we have object as a object add customer, and then by using new keyword add customer. So once you create the objects, you will able to see import statement has come, right? So fourth and fifth, import home from page object and then home page, and also add customer. So this is nothing but a path of the files. Okay, so now replace the locators with their elements from pages. Okay, so copy it and replace it with dot bank manager login, right? And for add customer, add customer link. So first we will click on the link, and then we'll able to see the fields. Okay, so replace the first name last name elements as well. First name, and then similarly do for all the elements. Dot last name, and this is for postcode. Okay, and this is add customer button. Fine. So now see, you will not find locators in your step definition file. So all the locators are there in your page libraries. Fine. Also, one more thing you can do. So this URL, this is also not looking good here, right? So you can add this in feature file inside background and launch URL. Okay, so background keyword, what it does is uh, before starting any of the scenario from feature file, it will go to background and it will execute whatever written under background. So simply copy it, don't copy, cut it and write it here and give the URL. Copy from there, give the URL. Okay, and now minor change you need to do it in step definition file. So with URL you have written as a URL parameter, right? So give that string and then URL, okay, and pass that URL parameter here. So now URL is not hard coded in your step definition file. So basically you can do according to your project framework. So you can even add in some configuration file all the prerequisite thing where we add username, password and URL, so you can keep there as well. Okay, so now see the step definition file, it is looking fine now, right? There is no locators, and so main advantage is like code duplication will not be there and maintenance is very much easy. So if something change in locator or in page, so simply we'll go to the respective page and we'll make the changes accordingly. That's why page object model is very much important to be implemented in any automation framework. So now I will simply run it and let's see if it is working fine. Protractor configuration.js. Okay, so it has started. See, it launched the URL and it will click bank manager login, and then add customer, and it should add all the details. So I think I have added the hardcode weight. I will remove it, and then speed will be increased. Okay, so pop-up has come. So this is the message, and also we have validated it. So yes, successfully executed. Even you can see the report. So this report generation I have added in previous video. How to do that you can go and refer. So this is the report. One test case is passed. Click on this feature. With 6 steps it has passed. So scenario is not a login test. You can simply go and change it. Add customer through bank manager login option. So this is the scenario name, right? So yes, we have done that. We have added page object model and we have created page libraries, and in step definition we have removed all the hard coding like URL and all, and you will not be able to see any locators inside it. So for locators we have added in page libraries, and we are just using those in step definition. Even you can create a separate library file for these methods, okay, like uh, login or launch URL, and uh, what you call bank manager login, and filling the details. So you can create a separate library, and you can call these objects from page object model, and you can use that as well. So yes, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Thank you.